have my like number generator thing set from like 128 and then number 2. And then, okay, so I got 15, and then I'm gonna set, oh, let me check it. Okay, so 15 is, I don't want to survive, I want to live. And then I'm gonna set my timer for like 5 minutes. And then it's my note card, and then I'm gonna set it up. my quote was, I don't want to survive, I want to live. So in the Disney movie Coco, Miguel is born into a family where he's like his life has been strictly like decided for him, and he's not allowed to express himself the way he like wants to because of the past actions and like the family before him, you know. So he, on the Day of like the Dead, he discovers like that his family isn't all that he thought it was the whole time. So even though he's alive, he takes a journey to the afterlife where he goes and meets his past family and discovers things that like allow him to live. And okay, so the quote is, I don't want to survive, I want to live, from WALL-E. So I interpret this to mean that even though you're alive, it doesn't mean you're living. Surviving is doing what is needed to like live, I guess. But living is doing things for you. So to demonstrate this, I'm going to be providing you with two examples so his name's Zach Sorbet from the movie Clouds, and then another example is like our everyday 9-to-5 life. I feel like those are both examples of like surviving and not living. So in the Disney movie Clouds, it's a prime example where getting by and surviving like isn't living. So in the movie, Zach Sorbet is undergoing chemo to fight, where he's fighting his battle with cancer. And in the beginning of the movie, well, I'm gonna spoil it, but in the beginning of the movie, like he believes that he can get better, and then like a little bit way through, he realizes that like, oh, his cancer's terminal, and that like if he wants to survive, then he like needs to do like, or he is gonna survive, but he wants to like do something about it because that's not the life he wanted to live. So he's undergoing his battle with cancer, and all he wanted in life was for a crowd to like sing back his songs, just like, so in the movie he went to a concert for like, I think it was Jason Mraz, and he like was singing him back his songs, and that's all he wanted was like for someone to sing back to him, you know. So when he realizes that like he's like, although he's alive, like he's not living the life he wants to live, and the life that is short. So although he's alive, it's not the life he wanted. So like that is an example, and then he does something about it, and eventually like before he dies, like people do sing back to him. So that was an example. And then my second example is just like our everyday 9-to-5 life, because although like not everyone, there's people who like do stuff above and beyond to like do their life, but there are people who go to school for 12 years, and then after the 12 years they go to school for another 4 to 6 years, 4 to 8, how like depending on your school, and you have a job, and then after you graduate that school, you're just doing a 9-to-5, and that's all your life consists of. And you never really get to live, you're just like surviving to like get by. So for us, like our 9-to-5 life is a perfect example of like, oh, like I don't want to survive, I want to live. Because if you're not living, or like you're not taking vacations, you're not living, you know. Okay, so my quote was, I don't want to survive, I want to live, from WALL-E. And I interpret this to mean that even though you're alive, it doesn't mean you're living the life you want. I gave 3 examples, one from the movie Coco, another one from the movie Clouds, and then finally just like the life that some of us are living. So in this, like in conclusion, what I mean by this is that to get by in life isn't to live.